Daily work schedule for cracking CAT from 100%. I'm going to blame Pranav for this, and I didn't want to do anything to do with from 100%. Fine. So, but hey, she said I have to do this, so I'm here. Fine. I'm not going to say anything magical. What are the important variables, themes that are super important? One is discipline is important, super crucial. So have a work schedule on a daily basis and a weekly basis. You have to say that every day from 6:30 to 7:45 I'll prepare for CAT, or from 8:30 to 9:45 p.m. I will prepare for CAT. There's got to be a 90-minute or a 75-minute stretch that happens every single day without fail on a continuous basis. You have got to have one anchor to your preparation. On top of this, you should say every Sunday I'm taking a mock. Sooner or later, the mocks become part of the schedule. But that the discipline element of, okay, this time I'm sitting in and doing that is super important. Fine. You have to find your trick. I'm an early morning person. So when I was preparing for CAT, my toughest, trickiest, most boring, the things that I did not like doing, that would come early. That would come right in the morning. So 6:30 to 7:30, I would do 3 RC passages because that was my bugbear back then. So I would read and solve, let that be there. Whenever I'm drifting through the day, I'll go to my comfort zone. So if I have to do another hour of preparation, but I'm not really feeling up to it, I would take DALR. DALR back then was dramatically different from that. DALR back then was multiply, divide, add, subtract, find 23.56%. So you don't need to be inspired to do this, but you need to turn up to do this. That will be my afternoon thingy. I was relentless at mock taking, and I would take mocks and analyze them pretty much straight away. So that is one thing that you've got to anchor. You've got to say very early on that every Sunday, every Saturday, some one day, I am taking a mock for sure, come hell or high water. So that has to be very clear. So one daily schedule part, either early morning or late evening or some sweet spot of 75 minutes to 90 minutes, every single day, you've got to anchor. World Cup football is happening? No, I'm not getting up. IPL finals? No, this is my 90 minutes. I'll watch highlights later. Friends are all going for a movie? No, this is my 90 minutes. So if it is 6:30 to 7:45, nobody's going to disturb you. If it is 9:30 to 10:45, nobody's going to disturb you. Find one slot, stick to it. Right? Second thing as an adjective which I would want to put, got to add an element of relentlessness. And this totally works for me. My discipline sometimes let me down, but my relentlessness is good. What do I mean by that? Discipline is creating a schedule and sticking to it day after day. I like to keep my discipline parts as one part of my component. One part is not negotiable, not every part. But I can't do it. I can't say every part of every element of my preparation is not negotiable. I'll do 6:30 to 7:45, I'll do 3:30 to 5, I'll do 8 to 9:30. No, I have my moments of inspiration where I go and nail stuff. I have my bad days. So one part is anchored by that. My second part is where I keep coming at it. I have 3 bad days. I'll say, look, 3 bad days. Today I'm turning up and doing 100 questions. If I get 70 of them wrong, I don't care. So the days where you're not inspired, you have to grit and go through that. Every time you take mocks, I can bet my bottom dollar. If you take 20 mocks, there'll be 5 or 6 of them where after 2 sections you feel like the score is going to be so messed up that I don't want to see it. I don't want to see my overall percentile. If I dump now, I've taken only 2/3 of the paper. I won't have to see my score. So it's all right. No, you grit yourself and see that one section through. You power yourselves through and do all the boring questions, even you're dead tired and you feel like the score is gone. That is going to help you in the exam. So that ability to pick yourself up in bad days, after bad days. You've got a horrible mock, take half a day off and then throw back into something else. Your geometry was your strength, but you're getting every geometry question wrong. You're feeling stressed out. Take half a day off and then go through geometry entirely from Sunday 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. one day with a couple of breaks, so that you come back on that. So that element of relentlessness, that has been my biggest strength. Not the discipline, but the relentlessness. I can't stick to a schedule if it is very regimented. But I have one part of my schedule regimented and the floating part where I keep coming back, So this preparation is like, to use a very old cliche, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Even if you're doing a very short spell, it's a 4-month, 5-month spell. It's not a 3-week spell. So you can't say, I'll grit my teeth through and do this. There will be moments where you fall off, where you feel like, pata nahi kya hone wala hai, mere ko to ye hoga hi nahi, where your mind is little messed up, where you feel that the outcome is so uncertain that what am I doing right here? You'll have to pick yourself up. And that is where your relentlessness has to come back into the picture. So that element is super important. Third part, discipline is important, relentlessness is important. It's got to be an element that puts a smile on your face. You've got to have this element of looking at a question, getting it wrong and saying, Bhagas put that trap, man, good, I fell for it. Oh, this beautiful puzzle, I missed that. One idea I got it. Chat. Oh, what a nice word. I walked into that trap. I thought he was saying this, but actually he's saying that the answer is making it very clear. This RC is really good. I'm going to mark it and come back to it later. The tiny element of joy of learning at the micro level, at the question level, at the puzzle level, at the passage level, if you lose it, then both discipline and relentlessness go out of the window. You've got to make yourself have those moments of micro celebration where you forget about CAT and percentile and mock and score and syllabus, and you say, wow, good question, nice, I got trapped there. That you should never let go, because if that goes off, then it becomes a chore. The whole thing becomes like one pressure thing. So keep that in mind. The 3 themes I would work with: discipline to anchor one part of your thing where you say, I'm turning up day after day. Relentlessness to say, after my bad days, I'll figure out a way of picking myself. That is not negotiable. Fun, where the micro elements, you always say, that question, good question, and have that. Best wishes.